Act 4, Scene 3 begins as Othello, Lodovico, Desdemona, and Emilia walk the grounds after dinner. Othello instructs Desdemona to hurry to bed, dismiss Emilia, and prepare for his arrival. Othello and Lodovico exit, and Desdemona asks Emilia that after she help unpin her dress, she take her leave. Emilia reports that she has made Desdemona's bed with her wedding sheets, as she was asked. Desdemona, in a moment of fatalism, asks Emilia to bury her in her wedding sheets. Desdemona then reminisces about a maid in her mother's house who, after the man she loved went insane, used to sing a song of willow. Emilia, to lighten the situation, mentions how attractive she thought Lodovico to be. Desdemona does not respond. Instead, she begins the song of the willow. After finishing, and on the verge of tears, Desdemona asks Emilia if she believes that there are women in the world that cheat on their husbands. Emilia thinks there are definitely women who cheat, and if she were offered the world for such a deed, would happily do it. Emilia then launches into a speech about unfair gender relations, concluding that any ills that women do are only a result of the ills instructed to them by men. Desdemona then bids her servant good night, asking God to grant her the strength to right her husband's wrongs. Scene 3 is a fascinating look at the differences between the play's two central female characters, Desdemona and Emilia. Desdemona, although losing faith in her husband, still is very much the subservient wife. When Othello commands her to bed, she obeys him willingly, even though she fears that he might kill her. She admits to Emilia that even Othello's frowns and stubbornness carry grace and favor with her. The fact that Desdemona is being unpinned or undressed carries symbolic weight. To shed one's clothes is to remove layers, to get ever closer to one's natural state. Desdemona's statements in this scene must be interpreted as true because she is symbolically naked before God. When asked if she would abuse her husband for all the world, Desdemona swears by heavenly light that she would never do such a thing. Emilia, much in the way Iago tried to get Cassio to say impure things, tries to get Desdemona to admit to having a vice, but Desdemona nobly resists and maintains her innocence. When Desdemona talks about her old maid Barbary, who sang the Song of Willow as she died, Emilia quickly changes the subject and talks about how handsome Lodovico is. Emilia talks of human desire, while Desdemona sings about death. Desdemona here seems beyond desire. She is so grieved at the loss of her husband's affections that her cares no longer rest with this earth. At the same time, there's also something a little strange about the overlap of these two subjects. Remember how Desdemona and Othello's marriage may not have been consummated? And with that, the fact that Desdemona wishes to be buried in her wedding sheets? Well, one could argue here that Desdemona is aware that the actual consummation of her wedding will occur not in sex, but actually when Othello murders her. Then perhaps Desdemona is not beyond desire, but actually consumed with another kind of desire, that of the desire to die and form a new marriage to the Christian God. Question 1. When Othello commands Desdemona to bed, she stubbornly refuses, obeys him willingly, initially resists before relenting, agrees before secretly meeting Cassio. When Othello commands Desdemona to bed, she obeys him willingly, even though she fears that he might kill her. Question 2. Emilia reports that she has made Desdemona's bed, placing rose petals atop the bedding, fearing it may have been for the last time, with Desdemona's wedding sheets, as if it were the warmest day of summer. Emilia reports that she has made Desdemona's bed with her wedding sheets. Question 3. When Desdemona talks about her old maid Barbary, who sang the Song of Willow as she died, Emilia quickly changes the subject and talks about how handsome Lodovico is, Othello can be, Cassio is, Iago used to be. When Desdemona talks about her old maid Barbary, who sang the song of Willow as she died, Emilia quickly changes the subject and talks about how handsome Lodovico is.